It's Week 16 of the NFL. And up next is the Texans' sure-handed wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Texans and the 49ers on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Purdy looking to throw. Slant route complete to Bell. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
That one goes for 8 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Got it up over the 40 to the 41. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Purdy. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now Purdy. And this this is going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And this one is right down Broadway. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Right back to him on 1st down. And taken down just shy of the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 92 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here now a 3rd down and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Stroud now on 4th down. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams with his 16th touchdown of the year. Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change.
Here comes third in the length of the football. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the ball away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 13-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Purdy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They show off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Taking it about the 36. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over. Jamison Williams out onto the field as these guys take over on offense. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. 4th down, here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson, his 2nd sack of the night.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Defense can't stop.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Stroud now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. The Texans at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Play action. Stroud now. Out to his left. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On the bootleg, Stroud sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 49ers 15-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 10. Here's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Slant route complete to Bell. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Purdy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Purdy looking to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. That's
going to be taken in inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Stroud to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Fighting through, and he's got space. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This ball caught by Mechie. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 149 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A fresh set of downs and a gain of 14 there for the Texans. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go, but you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Samuel. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Purdy. And his pass incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Purdy bootlegging it. Connects with Kittle underneath. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
There's no quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 72 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Now Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Stroud. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry to about the 26 here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Taken in at the 22. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Texans add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Purdy now to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Will Anderson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Purdy now on second down. Locating Bell on the sideline. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Purdy. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Moody for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Showtime! Let's make some noise!
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they've